wasn't yours. I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back, I'm going back to who I was before. I like me better, I like me better.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So you're probably reading the title like, girl, really? Because I did just upload a video talking about what my makeup collection looks like now after one of the biggest declutters I've ever done, because I was moving here and I didn't want to move with a whole bunch of products. And you guys were saying in the comments, you're so savage, declutter queen. If you've seen the other declutters I've done before, you know, like, I ain't got no problem letting stuff go. But I'm human, you know, I've got emotions. So I was thinking about it the other day and I was like, you know, there are a couple things I kind of regret decluttering. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna go out and buy them all again. If you see them in future videos, mind your business. But I thought I'd do a video letting you know some of the things that I got rid of where I'm kind of like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. So if you guys wanna know what they are, then let's go. Now, the first one, I kind of made up for decluttering it because I bought like a similar version to it. It is the Nars Pot Radiant Concealer. You guys know they've got the original Radiant Creamy, then they made it into a pot. Actually, I think the pot is like soft matte, something like that. But if you saw my Sephora haul that I did for the sale that just happened, you know, I picked up the regular Radiant Creamy Concealer. I was going back and forth between which one I wanted to pick up because I knew I wanted to pick one up. I am wearing that one on my face today. I've been wearing it ever since I picked it up. I was going back and forth, so I ended up going with repurchasing that one because, I don't know, in my head I'm like, it's the holy grail, it's the one people still talk about years later, right? Like, you know, I keep buying things, I keep wanting to give things second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh chances, so I repurchased that one. But that pot concealer, that's one that I had it, I did a video on it before. I kind of regret decluttering that product. And then after I purchased that one, people were, you know, talking about picking up the pot concealer, and I was like, maybe I should have gotten the pot concealer again. I liked that one. Now that I'm thinking about it, I really should have probably picked up the pot concealer instead of the original one. I think I even did a video like back in the day comparing the two. Was it those two? No, actually, I think it's the next product I'll be talking about. But I was comparing that pot concealer to something else. And I think I ended up liking the pot concealer more than whatever else I was comparing it to. It was just a nice product on the face. Y'all know, like, I'm not that wowed by concealer on the face, but that was one that stuck out to me. And after decluttering it and thinking about it now, I'm like, I kind of want to go back to it. You know, it gives it that like natural finish, just soft. Is it soft matte? I think so. I don't recall. Will I won't do it anytime soon since I did just buy the Radiant Creamy Concealer. Like, maybe I'll make my way through that and then, you know, see what that's giving if I pick that up again. But I do kind of regret decluttering that and not repurchasing it at this sale instead of Radiant Creamy. The next thing I regret decluttering is also a concealer. Weird for someone who just said like concealer does not faze me like that. It is the Kevyn Aucoin Skin Sensual concealer. All the products will be popping up on the screen while I'm talking about them. If y'all remember back in the day, like a good back in the day, I think that's what I did a video comparing. I think it was Nars and Kevyn. But makeup artists, like working makeup artists, rave about that product, and that's what made me think about it again a couple weeks ago, because, you know, they were talking about how like this is still a staple, it's still in my kit, like it does what it has to do. You can use it as foundation, you can use it as concealer. But I decluttered it years ago because I was like, you know, it's real full coverage. If you guys haven't noticed, when I do my makeup, I don't like layering that much. I don't like a whole bunch of product. I don't like building, especially not to full coverage. And that is like full coverage right out of the pot, right? So you probably think, okay, so why do you miss decluttering? I miss decluttering it because you guys know nowadays I really don't be wearing foundation like that. I'm wearing foundation in today's video. A couple videos ago. Because I know I just tried that YSL skin tinted. So whatever video like before that I wasn't wearing, like I don't wear foundation a lot or as much as I did, right? So I'm thinking about it now and I'm like, well, since it is so full coverage, I wonder what that would look like. You know what I'm saying? As just the concealer on my face, and then the rest of my face is just bronzer, stuff like that blended in. I kind of want to see what that's giving since it is such a product that everyone still raves about. That one might pop up in a video. though. So because I keep thinking about that one, like I kind of want to see what it's giving now in 2021. But I wasn't aware like Sephora doesn't sell it anymore. At least I don't think they sell it anymore. I didn't see it on the site when I was on there. That was also one that I almost picked up during the sale. But I didn't know that they don't sell that brand anymore unless they don't sell that product anymore. Yeah, I type in Kevyn and nothing comes up. Skin Sensual, is that what it's called? Oh, Sensual Skin, is that what it's called? Yeah, I guess they don't sell that brand anymore. I just typed it into Google and it comes up on Home Shopping Network. I think Nordstrom's. Oh, okay, maybe. Yeah, I guess Sephora just doesn't sell them anymore. That's. But see, like $48 for a concealer. It is a concealer you can use as foundation. But I mean, the shade that I would use as concealer, I cannot use as foundation as well. Maybe you might see it again in the future. The next thing I regret decluttering is, I mean, I feel like all of these are gonna sound very random to you, like what made you think about that? But I don't know, I just was, okay? It is the Too Faced Ethereal powder. If you guys remember back when that first launched, people were acting like that was the best thing since sliced bread. And they were right. You know, I give credit where credit was due. That was a very nice powder for, you know, setting concealer. I bake on my face. It wasn't too, you know, cakey. It wasn't too drying on the face. Gave you like a nice, natural, ethereal finish look to your face. I decluttered it because I've tried several powders. There are some that, you know, I end up liking more than others. It kind of reminds me of like what that Chanel. I feel like I always end up looking out the window crazy because there's always something happening outside. The Chanel powder which, you know, it's on my face today, but something makes me want to go back to that Too Faced powder, see what it's giving. Is it still available? Like, was it like a limited edition? Because it was part of that like Born This Way collection. You know, they got the Born This Way foundation, concealer, the powder. I kind of want to see what like all of them are giving together at this time. You know, when you like move on, you've learned new things, you're trying new things, you have like a whole different makeup style, you just think to yourself like, I wonder what would happen if I went back and did it this way that time around. You know, like maybe you've tried it before, but you haven't tried it the new way that you're doing it, the new way that you like your face. So I think that's why I'm having these moments of like, I kind of want to get this up again, but I don't, because I actually like having a smaller makeup collection. You know, it's also like, I don't need a big makeup collection in one person. Like, I really just wear it for you online, and you know, the few times that I do go outside, so it's like, I don't need 47 shades or 47, you know, one collection of foundation thing. But I do have my moments where I'm like, I kind of want to pull up Sephora and make this order. Fourth thing I regret decluttering is the Urban Decay The Fix Powder Foundation. That was a really nice powder foundation. Now, I have oily skin. If you guys don't know, they say if you have oily skin, you should probably stick to powder foundations. It just makes sense. You know, it's gonna help control the oil that produces on your face throughout the day. I loved that powder foundation when I tried it. I was wearing it for a good minute until I tried the Fenty powder foundation, and the Fenty powder foundation, like, that is staying with me. Best foundation Fenty has put out. Wear it every time, but you know, under, what am I saying? Bemi had put me on to putting a powder under your primer. So, you know, powder your face, like set powder your face, then put primer on, stuff like that. So that's what I use that for. It's not going anywhere, but I still kind of miss that Urban Decay Fix powder. I was thinking of doing a video, but I realized I already did that video of like the best and worst things that Urban Decay has put out. But I believe that powder foundation came out after I did that video. So if I was doing that video right now, I would definitely mention that powder as one of the best things that Urban Decay has put out, because I really liked that foundation. I think there's a shade range there. Like, I think, you know, it's got a decent shade range. Don't quote me on that. I kind of of miss it. I kind of want to see, knowing, you know, that tip now of putting, or, you know, powdering my face under primer, like what that would do on the face, like how that would look on my face now if I use that powder instead. I still don't think it's gonna top Fenty, right? But I kind of miss it. I kind of want to see what that would look like. And then that's why I rationalize things in my head. I'm like, okay, if you know it's not gonna top Fenty, then why would you go ahead and repurchase it, right? Which is why I'm kind of like, even though I feel like I kind of regret decluttering these things, I think once I talk myself through it, I'm like, you know what? It's okay. You can miss it, but you don't need it, so you don't have to repurchase it again. So hopefully we won't see that in a video in the future. But again, if you do, don't act like you don't do it, okay? And the last thing I regret decluttering is the Rare Beauty primer. It launched when the brand launched. And my reasoning for regretting decluttering is because I don't remember. I got a comment. I think it was on that decluttering video that was like my thoughts on the Rare Beauty primer. Or maybe they said that because I still have it. No, I decluttered. I kept the Fenty one. Something like that. See, that's the thing. I'm like, if I did declutter, which I'm gonna have to go back and check, but I'm pretty sure I did. I regret it because I'm like, did I give it a chance? Does anyone else do this? Did I give that product a chance before getting rid of it? Because another thought process of mine will be like, okay, I tried it. It wasn't bad, but you know, it wasn't something that became an everyday need for me, so I can let go of it. I don't really need it. And then later on, I'll think to myself, did I really give it a chance to its full potential before decluttering it? Because I mean, I liked pretty much everything I've tried from Rare Beauty. The foundation, it didn't really move me either way. But the concealer, what else did they launch? The lip products, the blushes. I've tried eyeshadows from them. Like I like most of the things that I've picked up from them. Oh, I don't know if you guys remember, I tried that mascara in a Trying New To Me video a couple of videos ago. Y'all know I'm not big on mascara at all. I think a $30 mascara will perform the same way as a $3 mascara. But that mascara from Rare Beauty, I like her. I like that one, especially for my bottom. I'm not wearing any bottom lash mascara today, but if you're looking for one, that is a nice one to think about, a nice one to pick up. But in that same sense where I'm like, if I liked all that stuff, and I feel like I liked the primer when I tried it, so do I need it again to you know, kind of give it another shot, especially since my collection is even smaller now? So, you know, I've grown to love the other things that I use even more, that maybe now it really has a shot of being a favorite product of mine. I feel like I am not selling y'all on why I should pick up that primer again. But if you have that primer, if you like it, if you think like it's a need, stuff like that, let me know in the comments down below. I think the only thing that I mentioned in this video that really has a shot of me picking it up again is the Sensual Skin Enhancer Concealer. Everything else, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I kind of miss it, but I don't think I'll repurchase it. I don't think. And yeah, y'all, that is it for things that I decluttered that I kind of regret decluttering. Let me know in the comments down below if you think any of the things that I mentioned are worth picking up again. If you do, I'll try it out and I'll let you know if it was worth picking it up again. If you don't, let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know what are some things that you've gotten rid of that you're kind of like, I kind of want to get that again, and let me know if you have repurchased that again. I told y'all, I am the queen of, I tell myself I need to buy it again because I just need to give it another shot. So one or two things in this video might end up in a future video. I'm hoping not, because like I said, when I, you know, come back down to earth, I think about it, I realize I really don't need it, but we'll see how that goes. So that is it for this video. I hope, you know, it's kind of interesting to see, like, especially for someone who declutters as easily as I do, what are some of the things that make me think twice. But yeah, so make sure to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn notification bells, all of that down below. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Yeah.